Previously on High Stakes Poker, Lin Ji tried to bluff Jean-Robert Ballon.
I just strongly recommend not bluffing me after Bryn just bluffed out of me.
Tom Dwan did what Lin couldn't.
No, I got a call. Good bet.
And he did it with 7 high.
We'll come back next week. John Robert have figured out what Dwan had. The money they're playing for is real. It's their own money. It's coming right out of their pocket.
I'm all in.
$300,000 in cash with a 4 high.
Now the pot is almost $550,000. And we're now looking at the biggest pot in the history of high stakes poker.
I'm all in. These ladies ain't ladies unless they're your ladies. Got your hands on a monster, and that's what it takes. And you got what it takes, and you can play high stakes.
Well, the name pretty much says it all. We're back for another edition of High Stakes Poker from Aria Resort and Casino. AJ Benza alongside Gabe Kaplan as we get a look at the returning cast of characters.
Are the blinds up?
Led by Tom Dwan and Jean-Robert Ballon.
Fill everyone in, yes. Blinds are up. There's your straddle, bro. Sure. All right, there you go. Why would I want you to straddle in my big blind?
John Robert became table captain.
Bruce.
Raise 5.
Oh, Tom, I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm coming. Oh, I am coming for Mr. Dwan. Got one coming. You got one coming. Jack, 6. Let's go. Boom.
How about 6, 9, 10?
There's the 6.
John Robert is so happy.
There's the 6.
He really doesn't know how to act. And he's flop top 2 pair, but that's only the 5th nuts, and there's someone in there with the nuts.
And Dwan bets 9,000 and JRB raises to 31 grand.
JRB thinks he's in total control. And I think Dwan is thinking, wow, he might have a set.
3 raise. 57.
I'm all in.
It's on.
Wow, that's 7-8. 7-8.
Dirty. Okay, twice. Nice.
You set?
No, I don't have a set, dude.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
I guess that's going to get bleeped. John Robert said, I don't have a lovely set.
That's what happens.
That's a cold flop, man.
Huh?
It's a cold flop, man.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, that's a cold.
What a surprise to see me on the end of it.
Well, it's not over. You got 6
Is he
pools.
steaming here, Gabe? What do you think? This is a...
Been in this spot before, buddy.
Okay.
I know the result.
Well, he's steaming as a person, but he's not steaming in the game. Steaming means that you're playing a lot of hands. He might start steaming. This might get him steaming.
ace on the turn.
I'm not going to get your flush on this one.
Little joke by Brandon.
I love that you just don't let up.
Oh.
He's so unlucky. I feel like he's going to get it still. I think it's going to be the 9, too.
Are you mad if we root for JRB?
I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm not rooting for anybody.
Oof.
Yep. What a surprise. The number 1 cooler of the day, I'm on the end of it. What a surprise.
What a lovely surprise again.
Yeah, yeah. Looked like Tom Dwan was suppressing a laugh there for a while.
Sorry, I misspoke. I said number 1 cooler of the day, but then again, there was when Rick had the straight and Bryn had 2 pair. My bad.
Have a set.
Sorry.
Bryn was feeling real sad for a minute.
I was worrying about how I was going to sleep.
A quick look at the stack sizes brought to you by Poker King. Rick Solomon once again up at the top at 949,000 and change. Bryn Kinney coming up, 568. Dwan, Petrangelo, Steven. on, kind of keeping pace, I'd say.
In case you missed it in that last hand, Bryn checked out a turn. He's done that before.
There you go. You're back.
A little bit of ways to go.
The high stakes poker run gets back.
Not quite. I don't know if I was ever down last few seasons.
Raise 5,100.
Here, I raised, you 3-bet me. I had like King Jack offsuit. Last time I played high stakes.
Every time you.
I just had aces every time.
How are we supposed to go back to normal poker after this? I mean, for me.
I like Nick's sweater. Wasn't that the sweater Lindsay Lohan?
Hold it out a little bit more. Quite the start to the night. JRB stacked.
What a surprise that the number one cooler of the day, I'm on the end of it. What a surprise. Sorry, I misspoke. I said number one cooler of the day, but then again, there was when Rick had the straight and Bryn had 2 pair. My bad.
Have a set.
Sorry.
There's no disincentive for people to, once you're doing something, then people.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it, buddy.
Mixing it up, man.
Stop this.
He's getting ready for tomorrow. He's got to play smaller tomorrow. He's getting ready.
Dwan just limped, and Brandon got all out of sorts about that. But now JRB's raised to 7,000. And Brandon finds ace-king in the big blind. He's, I think, a little happier now.
What are you doing? Stop this nonsense.
Don't worry about it, buddy.
That would have been a good time to.
I was so happy to call the 7,000.
All right, game's back out of the muck. Can we play till 3?
JRB's coming along with his 7s, as is Rick with his jack-queen off.
And JRB flops a set.
And Brandon hits a king, and he doesn't want anybody drawing at that board, so
He bets 37,000.
insta-call.
If we all pay the staff, can we pay till 3?
Nice move from JRB. Could have king-queen and play it the same way. Could be drawing.
3 on the turn.
About the safest card that could come for Brandon. JRB's got about 130 left.
When do you think we're going to play another 25K in here? Like, what would you guess?
Sorry, can we start a little late or stop a little?
Yeah.
So, he's so good.
77.
I think that's reasonable. That's what I think too.
All in.
I got a set.
Of course, you got to sit. I'm drawing dead. How much you got?
Sorry, buddy.
Still complaining now, John?
You're the last guy I want to double through. I'm sorry, buddy. 135. I do feel a lot better, though. Yes.
Good. Well,
138.6.
Everybody enjoyed that bit of honesty there?
This is legitimate, like, good game though. You know, like,
Well, they
just
say in
terms
Vino
of
Veritas, Gabe.
everything you want.
nice end, John.
JRB happy, and he hits his Little John Cronk.
His entire
He's back to the
change.
chalice.
Wow.
Feels like it's a good time for a sip of wine.
Take a couple.
Rachel, I'll take one of the same. Whatever John Robert just had.
Why does it have to be through Brandon? Why can't it be through Rick?
Right? Rick's got.
Well, you got a little bit of Rick's money.
Rick's the best guy to double through. Rick's like, oh man, that's so sick. That's so sick. How much is it? All right, 700,000, seven. Okay, 770. All right, go. Yeah. So sick, so sick. All right, next hand.
It's a pretty good Rick impression.
Yeah.
He looks tilted. He's up like 500,000. He
That's
looks
actually
tilted.
very
Oh man, he thought he was gonna win like 3 million today.
So sick.
Yeah, Rachel, exact same thing. It just happened to him.
I think more than like
One of those.
most people I know, I've had days where sometimes I win, like everyone else in the game loses. But I've had them like once a year. Rick, like,
No, he wins
he
every
has
time.
plenty of times. No, he has plenty of times he loses big, but he's, you know, occasionally he'll win small. But it seems like, you know, 1 in 4 times or whatever, he's the only winner. Everyone else loses. Like, he has plenty of big losses in there, but it's just not that many small wins, you know.
Nobody flops a set this time.
It's hard to do like a 7-9 game. I mean, I guess it's because the big.
Lynn's going to take a little shot, but
Yeah.
she really didn't bet enough.
Just sneakily make everyone play 2,000, 4,000.
6 on the turn.
You had like 2 days where you were the only winner. Everyone else in the game lost. And then you had 1 day you lost big.
Was that in the PLO? You took me over that.
Oh my God, you had me pipped.
Yeah.
Nice hand.
Rick, you find a spot to straddle. I'll chase your straddle all day. You can see it. I will. Let's go.
I understand.
King 3 suited. I want it.
Nick's making a point of never saying anything relevant.
I'm all in. I got a set.
Of course, you got a set.
Feels like it's a good time for a sip of wine.
Las Vegas looking a little more fabulous to JRB right now. He's back in the swing of things after some time off.
The few months away from live poker, I think it's kind of a healthy thing. Like, you know, get back to spend some time with the, and for me, it came at the perfect time. It's forcing you to spend family time with the kids, and it was really, really nice to take that break, and then you're like, hey, this is really fun, getting back on the poker table and just mixing it up with the boys. I really miss this, and it's an important part of my week when you're getting together with the guys and just shooting and enjoying each other's company. Win or lose, it's an important time for me. I've come to find that that's something that I need in my life.
If I knew that, I would have. Wasn't paying enough attention, I guess.
I'm sitting there saying, I wanted them to turn just, I thought you had king queen, you know, obviously I'm hoping you had king queen. I wanted to say, just fold, John. I really did. I almost like said, if you get king queen, just nobody.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Because you just, I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see you put a hole in the nice building.
I think, actually, to be honest with you, after losing that pot, I don't even think I'd have called your raise with king queen, just because because of the pace of the game at that moment for me. I think I would have just folded king queen.
Sure, I can imagine you folding king queen.
I think I would have. Some of them calling because I'm just going to flop a set or fold.
Go one customer.
So sick, so sick.
You talking in your sleep?
So sick, so sick. How
You
much is
talking
it?
your
How much is
serious?
it? 1.6 million. Oh, that's what a cooler, what a cooler.
He talks in his sleep. That's
much
why
is it?
you're
Yeah.
not doing a stupid so sick voice.
So sick, so sick. Yeah. 1.7.
So
Get tape. Huh. Oh, what a cooler.
And Nick lived up to his word, defended his big blind, flopped a pair of kings, he checked
I
it.
might.
Brandon bet 3,000
I might.
with his ace queen and inside straight draw. Nick just called.
My wife is,
3
she
comes,
remembers all of her dreams.
and they both
I don't
check.
remember.
I don't remember mine either.
She
And
remembers
Stephen
all.
Rivers the nuts here.
She
D
thinks
nuts.
Every single dream means something.
Nick looks like he's thinking, well, maybe my hand is good. Maybe Brandon has jacks or tens, and I think he's going to bet. Yeah, maybe he'll call a small bet here.
That's 16,000.
what do you think she's gonna say?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. She's just so supportive no matter what.
And that's not.
I did learn from Bobby, though, at the end of the session, to say, oh, yeah, lost a little bit, won a little bit, broke about even. That's just the best thing.
Now,
to
Brandon
do.
goes into
So they
Stanislavski
don't get emotionally attached.
104. This is the 4th level of,
Once in a while,
Yes,
when I know I'm like,
the actor's studio.
To make her feel.
like, maybe I should bluff at this,
supportive. No, I'm not making her feel
since I have the nuts.
supportive. She's always
And he raises to 66,000.
And Nick is totally confused. When you have top pair with a weak kicker and you bet out like this, you feel very vulnerable. Now, I think any other player at the table would throw their hand away right now, but Nick is really thinking about this because he's not familiar with Brandon. And is he trying to take this pot away from him? He doesn't want to get bluffed on camera. I don't think he's as familiar with Brandon as the other players at the table. I think there's a chance he might call. Probably not, probably not.
He calls.
He calls and he's mad at himself.
Wow.
It's Queen of Diamonds, JRB.
God dang.
That's him.
JRB's under the gun with ace king. He raises to 3,000. Kenny calls.
And Dwan's considering a raise with his eights. Just calls.
I can hear.
Lynn in the big blind decides not to play her 7-4 suited.
You would have played that, right?
I think I would have played that, yes. You're correct, sir. I would have played that. 3 players in the pot. They probably don't have cards like yours. I would have played it.
Deuce 5-6 on the flop.
And she would have flopped an open-end straight.
Wow. Kenny bet 6,000.
Pizza place is closed. Sort of sad.
By the way, the other day I noticed the price on it. You know, it's like $7.60 for one slice.
It's a new pizza place.
$7.60 for a slice of pizza.
They're open.
You ever pay that in Brooklyn, AJ?
18th Avenue? No.
No, they said they're closed.
Never
now.
happened.
Come on, 50?
Weekends or some shit.
Yeah, they're open on the weekends, and I don't know.
I guess it's just dead.
Kenny bets 14,000.
I don't know. Maybe they're only open on the weekends. The secret pizza is good too.
Still seems like they have enough business to sell some slices at 760.
The new Dwan throws his hand away.
Oh, interesting.
I had nothing. Nothing. Probably shouldn't have called the flop.
And Lynn probably wouldn't have made her hand, so she did the right thing. It's like I
see
said,
that?
you can't call with 4-7 of clubs. I tell you that. Every time I keep telling you that, and you say...
Seven-handed action continues in our high-stakes poker suite. Solomon flirting with the $1 million stack. 5 other stacks sitting between 300 and 600K. Bryn's under the gun. He raises to 2,500 with ace-jack offsuit.
And Brandon is feeling feisty.
85.
Makes it 8,500. He's got a decent hand, but that's a kind of unusual move for him.
Decent flop for Steven.
Yeah, it's more than decent. He's got top pair, a straight draw, 1 heart.
He bets 10,000. Kenny raises to 35,000 without a pair.
I think what's happening here, AJ, is that Bryn is putting Brandon on an overpair. He's bet before the flop, and he has plans for this hand if an ace, king, or queen doesn't come up on the turn. That's a very dangerous board.
He calls. Now top 2 pair for Steven.
And just what Bryn wanted against kings, queens, or aces. A 9 makes a straight.
How much you got about? Okay, cool.
Kenny bet 69,000.
69.
He's representing a 9. Plain and simple. No way Brandon is going out now. He's got top 2 pair. He could fill up. Maybe Bryn is bluffing and he won't fire again on the river.
Steven calls. The pot is now nearing $250,000. Blank on the river.
That's as blank can be. I would assume Bryn is going to follow up and make a really substantial bet here on the river. I would assume.
Well, you've been right before.
And I've been wrong before.
Well.
But he didn't set this whole thing up to check on the river.
Kenny's reaching for those $25,000 cranberries. And he bets 147,000 here.
Say that one more time.
147.
Thank you. You got 9 diamonds in your hand, don't you, Bryn?
No, but that's what he wants you to think.
I don't think I'm going to call, but I gotta make sure, guys. It probably put me on an overpair, which I told you bet 7-8 there. Probably not. God, I never once felt like you're bluffing.
At no point in this hand did Bryn think he had the best hand. That's what's interesting about his 8-jack.
Yeah.
God, I should have repop on the flop. That's what I wanted to do. I should have. You're gonna win.
Damn.
I would have called him that time.
Huh?
I would have called him that time. I might have been wrong, but I didn't believe it.
Huh?
You had worse than an overpair?
Better than overpair.
Oh, better than an overpair.
So I had you? I had top 2. I had jack 10 hearts. I had you? Yeah. It's like you had the 9 diamond. I never once thought you were bluffing. That's what
I had ace jack.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I really played that hand off.
Did you value bet or he was a
No,
bluff?
I was trying to get him off an overpair.
No, I didn't have it.
Wow.
I knew you thought I had an overpair. That's why I messed my game up. That's why I messed my game up.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant.
Big fold.
You had worse than an overpair?
Better than overpair.
Oh, better than an overpair.
So I had you? I had top 2. I had jack 10 hearts. I had you? Yeah. It's like you had the 9 diamond. I never once thought you were bluffing. That's what
I had ace.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I really played that hand off.
Did you value bet or he was a
No,
bluff?
I was trying to get him off an overpair.
No, I didn't have.
Wow.
I knew you thought I had an overpair. That's why I messed my game up. That's why I messed up.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant.
The mental gymnastics of a poker hand on full display there. Huge swing for Brandon Stephen as he laid down the winner. And the double straddle is on. Lynn G's got a pair of queens.
She's got a pair of queens, and she put the straddle on, so that's the ideal time to come up with a big hand.
How about that?
How about that?
Rick Solomon raises to 13,200 with Jack 7 suited.
It's going to be a 12, 15.
And Lynn is going to have something to say about that.
1235. Maybe 12.
And she says, how about 40,000?
40,000.
That's it.
Thank you.
Oh, man. I got lucky. If you called, I was going to make it 50.
Really?
Yeah.
That 16 made you,
I was gonna make 20.
seems like almost 20,000.
Thanks, Nick.
Amazing.
I feel like you can.
Played the hand bad.
I'm taking.
Played the hand bad.
Battle 16.
No, I was going to raise myself. Yeah.
We would just been smaller.
If she just called Rick's raise,
Sorry. I think I
yeah.
saw a black face card.
If she just raised Rick, if she just called Rick, I would have been in big trouble.
Big hands are coming out on these straddles. JRB with ace king of clubs.
Part of my shtick.
Ace Jack for Steven. And Dwan just calls with queens on the button.
Watch her call.
He's hoping somebody raises.
Yeah, I believe in calling.
Here we go.
This is part of my shtick.
And JRB will accommodate him.
Come on, JRB.
Let's sweeten up the pot a little bit.
Ooh.
JRB raises to 11,000.
Call.
Solomon calls.
Call.
Are me and Bryn doing? Only one that's not in this spot.
Drawn with the button and queens. Thinking about how much to raise.
54,000.
He raises to 54,000.
This hand's going to come down to JRB and Dwan. Don't think Brandon will call.
All in.
All in.
I'm all in.
And for some unknown reason that I won't even try to explain or think about, Lynn's gone all in. JRB immediately followed with his all in. And Dwan has a really tough decision.
Tell me why.
Because John Robert has 400,000. And John Robert's not doing this with jacks. He's either got kings,
Yeah, like 170.
aces, maybe ace king
A
suited.
little less than 170.
Give or take a few thousand.
And then what does she have?
148, 158.
This is a really tough call for
160,
Dwan. I wouldn't be
3 and 4.
surprised if he throws the queens away here. And then John Robert will be in great shape. And in the middle of all this, Rick's ordering an Impossible Burger from Fat Burger.
He's
I'm a little surprised.
Yeah,
Queens, wow.
He's hoping to get queen.
You have ace
No, I was
jack?
really yeah.
Oh, that's good for me.
His kings, right?
No, I got ace king.
Oh, that is
Let's
jack.
some hearts.
What do you want to do? We're,
Huh?
for the side pot,
We
can
always go
do
twice.
that.
I'm all right with that twice. Huh?
Do you want to run the main or?
Yeah, please. Twice is good.
I like your call, though. I mean, it's tough because I look
on
really
one sec.
strong.
Hang on one sec. We're doing twice for
So
both?
we're looking at the
sure,
biggest
sure.
pot in high stakes poker this season.
Well, that
If
was a massive punt.
Dwan or Balan scoop, they're looking
I
at
feel like
close
you're
to
gonna
$1 million.
I'll do 3 if you want.
You want to go 3?
Can we do 3?
If she's all right with
think
3,
it's
I'm all right with
fine.
3.
3 times.
Okay, 3 times.
3 all in. That's
Robert just feels like he's gonna spike this.
Good luck.
No, dude. I was
I
just
just
like,
like
you know.
one.
So you guys solid with your decision?
Actually,
Three, so we're going 3 boards, just so we're all agreed. All 3 of us are going 3 boards.
All right.
All right, let's see how many aces and kings are left in the deck.
Oh, you do?
Ace jack of diamonds. Ace jack of diamonds gets me in trouble. Uh-oh, somebody
You got queen
five.
10?
Wow.
Interesting cards there.
Kick-ass
I don't think
flop.
I've ever bagged at the poker table before.
That's a
but
kick-ass
live.
Now's a
flop.
good time to
Please, no king.
I think it's 8.
How about a nice little ace? Do not get rid of my kings,
Another
please.
heart. Another heart. I said I should have.
Wow.
Please.
This is your hand right here. If you don't get it here, it's gonna be trouble.
I don't think I've ever prayed this hard for anything. Oh,
Well, maybe. Too many outs in the turn.
I'm liking 3
Got the
times
too
right
many
now.
outs
I'll tell you
syndrome
that
in the
much.
turn. It's not what you wanted.
absolutely not.
A lot of cards dead.
Burned a lot of cards. 2 hearts, 2 nines. Oh,
Jacks are helpful to have when I have queen 10.
yeah.
Up against queens.
Damn it. That's tough. That's a tough
Jesus,
board
how
for
the
you.
do you guys both actually have hands?
Wow, there's still another queen in the deck. Oh my God. Wow.
Ace jack of diamonds.
Is it too ambitious to root for 2 hearts?
Well, you just burned 2, so I'll do it now.
I don't think I've ever asked.
I'm not a
times in my life.
I'm not a scientist, but those are 2 good boards for you.
Don't give me the jinx.
Sounds alive.
Is there a 10 in there somewhere?
How many clubs are on the
There's,
board?
there's still 2 10s left, isn't
Where's the
there?
clubs, John?
I don't have no idea. I don't have any idea.
It's gonna take the rest of the night for them to figure this out.
2
anyway.
10s left, I know that.
It's fast. 3 people.
Well, it looks like 2/3 of the pot is going to Dwan so far.
Wow. How you liking your hand right now?
Dirty. Wow.
I'm gonna get to work on the wine.
Yeah, good idea.
Fives.
All I know is I'm glad I read it 3 times because I got a little bit of a chance here. I didn't have any of a chance first 2 boards.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
Now, Balan needs an ace or a king. What else could he win with, AJ?
Going with a 5.
Oh my God.
But why can't he win with a 5?
Oh, here.
Why can't he win?
Yeah.
Done.
Well, it's not there.
That was
Who
nice
has a
of you.
full
No,
house?
because Rick had the other 5.
Rick.
Oh, he already has a full house.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
So he needs an ace or a king. Lynn is out of it. She can make a flush, but it's no good.
Nobody has no ace or king. You got a decent
I have an
chance.
ace, so-
Oh, you do?
Yeah, there's 1 out there, so you gotta get some kings.
Boom. No. Right.
Nope.
That was
How in the hell do you scoop that?
It was a
pretty
good call,
fucking
Tom.
sick.
That's it for me, boys.
I'm assuming
Also
I'll
for
do
me.
That's all.
Dwan sending 2 people home.
Celebrate.
I'm a lot more grateful for the wine than I was when I got it.
Well, I mean, is
Maybe
that
that's
big?
why
Like,
I'm hesitant to throw the ace
yeah,
king in
that's
there
out of
because
it.
that's the kind of result I get
Yeah.
with ace king.
I
This one was
try to be
suited.
careful in case people are.
Wow.
Cheers,
All right,
was
good luck.
fun. Nice meeting you all. Have a good night.
Lynn not getting a lot of empathy from the poker players. What a surprise.
Run it 3 times, win it 3 times.
So dirty.
Could this be Dwan's return to the charmed life he leads on high-stakes poker? The biggest pot of the season, and it all heads his way. Tonight, it is the Tom Dwan Show on high-stakes poker.
They might have just brought us back to 2006 high stakes poker with this session. I mean, it wasn't that far off.
You were right.
I told you he was gonna sprint down here. He knew it.
Came here to play in orbit. Call it a
Take your
night.
mask off. Man. You missed
Hey, Brent.
You missed the crazy last
Yeah.
Last what, 9 hours?
Whatever. 25's fine. Just something I can wager.
that's crazy.
I heard you guys were having some fun in here.
You know, a lot of the guys that inspired me to try to play the highest levels will be sitting across the table from me today. And sure, we've played a lot of hands, all of us against each other at this point, but to get to do it actually on High Stakes Poker, the show, is it's a bit nostalgic for me, and I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, I've seen you over there
Voting
before.
top
I was
set.
thinking of El Dorado. It's good, man. I love El Dorado.
So Jason Kuhn fills one of the empty seats. Only an orbit or 2 left, but it's always nice to see Mr. Kuhn. And Dwan
That's an awesome hoodie. Gucci sexiness.
Jason Kuhn won a Ron Howard lookalike contest a few years ago.
I was going to say Ralph Mouth, Donnie Most.
Could be either one.
Yeah. 3 to the flop. Ace King 3. Oh,
That's
boy.
a significant flop. Both Bryn and Juan have aces up.
Huh?
It's been fun.
Yeah. It's just nice to have some chips in the hand.
You haven't been playing at all?
No, I mean, played a bunch on, the internet, but
22,000.
Juan bets
No live
22,000.
This could really mushroom up. There's a hot draw out there, and there's two
Yeah.
players with mega chips, and they both have aces up.
yeah, it was nice little Kansas honey hole.
Playing Kansas anymore?
Kenny calls.
Not in Kansas.
You're not in
anymore.
Kansas anymore.
I've played in Kansas in 5, 6, 7 years.
Heads up.
3 on the turn.
Looked like you've been.
I didn't
lifting some
expect that. I
weights.
expected maybe a heart to come. I wasn't
Heights
even
on
thinking
there.
about a 3.
Wow.
I can tell.
And Kenny promptly checks.
57.
3 doesn't worry Juan.
I own one home gym.
He's
Not
hoping
that
that
good.
Kenny has an ace.
Those and I own the 8.
You have a home gym?
Might have a heart draw. Queen Jack of hearts.
Yeah, I haven't been to a gym. Not one time. The entire.
Tom bets
I did when I was
55,000.
in Europe, I went.
It'll be interesting to see what line Bryn takes here. I would assume he's going to raise. There's 2 flush draws out there. I think he's probably going to raise 135,000. Make it 190,000 to go.
All right. Well, he's just going to call.
So like I said, he's just going to call.
10 on the river.
10 of hearts, that's no good for Bryn. If Juan were putting him on a flush draw, he's made it. So I suspect he's going to bet maybe 100,000 right now.
Check.
Okay, I'm not on the same wavelength as Bryn. He's a little above me.
All right.
Let's see if this works. He's trying to get Juan to think he's got a lone ace. Ace queen, ace jack, and he's trying to get Juan to make a value bet.
5,000.
Cranberry pie here.
285,000.
285,000.
Now, from the way Juan is acting, Britt is very happy. Because there's a whole other level to this hand. And the other level is that if Juan were to go all in, Bryn would have to put him on aces full or kings full because he raised before the flop, but he can see that's not happening. So, again, Bryn played this hand perfectly.
Sorry, guys. One sec.
Juan can only beat a bluff. He can't even beat a flush. But he's thinking, would Bryn raise with a flush? That's the only reason he's still in. And Juan makes the right decision again.
Yep.
I made such a stupid river bet. Pulled the 3 of diamonds.
Juan knew what the other card was.
Juan is on his game tonight. A big fold in the right spot. It looked to be another big pot headed Juan's way, but the turn filled Bryn Kenny up, and Tom sniffed it out. Great fold by a great player.
you're done.
Nicky 5 Angels, small raise with the King 9 suited.
And Rick calls with any 5 in the button.
Call. Call. 4 play.
4-way to the flop. 10 King Queen.
Huge flop. Brandon's flopped a straight. Nick's got top pair and a straight flush draw.
And Brandon bet 6,000.
And this pot could mushroom up too, be a smaller mushroom up. But mushroom so far
No.
because Nick's just going to call.
7 on the turn.
Not just any 7. AJ, that's a 7 of clubs,
You're
which
right.
means
It's a flush.
that he's got the second nuts. King high flush is going to bet.
Bets 18,000.
Brandon will not throw away his straight.
Right you are. He raises to 46,000.
I think he's assuming that if Nick had a flush draw, he would have raised him on the flop. Nick has position on him. He might be putting Nick on one club, like the ace of clubs. Ace queen with the ace of clubs. Ace king with the ace of clubs. And Nick is going to make a poopy call.
Board pairs with a king.
I think Brandon is done with this hand. Everything happened. Flush got there. Full house possibly got there. He might call when Nick bets, but
This may be the sickest check back of all time.
No, it's not. You got a flush, right?
Oh, wow. I suck.
Do you agree with Nick, Gabe?
Were you bluffing?
Obviously, I didn't want to play the river.
let me say,
For blank river, I didn't want to call and turn.
Ah, okay.
It's a hard one to get. Be a tough river to call with the red ace jack.
Take a look at the stack sizes brought to you by Poker King. Tom Dwan's at it again, just under $1 million. Bryn Kenny's right behind at 894. Rick Solomon, not too much noise tonight, but doing fairly well. Petrangelo, Kuhn, and Steven round out the bottom 3. End of the day here. We got 3 new players coming next game.
Jason Kuhn got didn't play any hands. He got in for a few rounds.
Yeah, he played 5 hands. I could break even playing 5 hands.
That's very optimistic.
Next time on High Stakes Poker, Jean-Robert Ballon gets excited.
Like, oh yeah, today's gonna be a good day. This is a good start. Yeah.
Rick Solomon tortures Tom Dwan.
Damn it, Rick. Damn it, Rick.
And Michael Schwimmer continues.
Oh my, and then 17.